Now, I have to admit, your next comic wants you to know, brand new comic, so extra love, that's what that means. From Cincinnati, Ohio, and you gotta know, she taught middle school for 30 years, so she's hoping that stand-up's not gonna be that much harder. But adults who are drinking are a lot like kids, so so you guys do me a favor, please put your hands together and please welcome to her stage with a very, very big round of applause, Sandy Lingo.
Full disclosure, I'm a second string comic. I didn't make the first cut. But there was a terrible accident. One of these really talented comics that was lined up for tonight had a terrible accident. She was sitting on the stool telling a joke and she fell. She broke her humerus. And so I get this email, just 3 days ago, I get an email and it says, "You're on, congratulations, you're gonna be a stand-up comic." With 3 days. 3 days, I'm like, oh my God, I'm a nervous wreck. How do you prepare? So I went on a diet. It's been 3 days, I've lost 23 pounds when I put my suitcase down in the hotel room. You know, and the next thing you think about is what to wear. I mean, I had no idea what was appropriate for a stand-up to wear. I just didn't know, but I knew it wasn't in my closet. So I did something I absolutely hate. I went clothes shopping. Oh my God, I hate it. Oh my God. Went to Macy's, and to find my size, you just follow the path to indignity. And you'll find it, and it says women's. Now that doesn't sound so offensive, does it, really? Women's, even though you find the famously fleshy like Delta Burke, Kirstie Alley, Aunt B in this department shopping. But really, this is shop speak. It's women's really means you are really fat and we're gonna make it worse by adding a lot of sequins and kitty cats to your clothes. So if that's not bad enough, you know where the women's department, the You Are Fat department is? Always next to the petites. So here you are, you're a fat cheek up next to the skinny cheek of Kelly Ripa. Now, if that's not bad enough, on the other side, it's what? Maternity clothes. Oh, the humanity. And you know, it's just terrible because there's all that ruching and that stretchy panel in the pants and the elastic, and oh God, I'm just so tempted. I love elastic. Oh my God, I love elastic. You know, at my age, it's really all about comfort, really. I'd shave off my eyebrows if they felt too tight. You know, men at this age, they go for comfort too. Sometimes they find their wedding rings are a little tight. But I digress. So I'm thinking, you know, it's stand-up. You know, everything's got to like stand up. So I'm going to go to the lingerie department, right? Because I need a bra. Oh, I know what you're... As soon as I say bra, I know where your mind's going. And believe me, it's not a picture of my brassiere. My brassiere is a challenge to Galileo's laws of gravity. My brassiere has more metal than my toaster oven. My bra size has a number that the typical child doesn't learn until 2nd grade. But you gotta do it. I bought it. How's it standing up? Looking at it. Well, while I'm there, I'm thinking, you know, I have a roommate here at this conference, and you can't have like raggy underwear, right? So I think, well, I'll get underpants too. Now, I have adult daughters, and they wear these kind of underpants that are like slingshot kind of underpants, you know? Impractical, uncomfortable, can you say wedgie? You know? And I don't understand those because I have wonderful underpants. White, amenable to bleaching. They're protective, they cover everything, and oh, they have a lot of elastic. Now, I think it's really important these days for all of us to be a little green and be thinking about the environment. Now, my daughter, when her underwear wears out, you just have to throw it away. Now, my underwear, when it starts to get a little worn out, I can use it again. I can slip cover the couch. You know, it's really not easy being this size with a husband like mine. I told my daughters, this is my advice to them, never, ever marry a man thinner than you are. Now, my husband could get 3 bites out of a raisin. My husband is the Rain Man of calorie counting. He says, oh, in this girly kind of voice, I just eat what I want. Well, he doesn't want what I want, I'll tell you that. He can take one of those big bags of M&Ms, the peanut kind, oh my God, the peanut kind, and he'll reach in there and he'll pluck out 1 M. Oh, and the exercise he does, the push-ups, the sit-ups, the pull-ups, the stretching, the running on the treadmill. Oh my God, it's exhausting watching my husband exercise. And you know, I really worry about it, really, because he exercises so much that he's likely to live a very long life. And he's going to be so lonely without me. Now, I almost turned this down because it's a stand-up comedy thing, and I really like to sit down. I'm a pet rock. And I don't really like exercise, but I got this phone call from my doctor, and she says, Sandy, you just have to move a little bit more. You just have to move just a little bit more. Really, just 30 minutes of exercise. That's all it takes, 30 minutes. She says it like that's nothing. 30 minutes? Well, she told me I could walk. I live in an interesting city. I live in downtown Cincinnati, so I think, okay, this time I'm going to do it. I'm going to walk. I'm going to walk 30 minutes. So I tie on my little gym shoes. And I put on that little, that sweatband, because after all, it is 30 minutes. And I put on my exercise togs that I got where? At the You Are Fat department. And it's got a kitty cat on it, emblazoned with sequins. And I take off. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it 30 minutes, not 29, oh my God, no, 30 minutes, and not 31. So I'm walking, oh my God, I did it, 30 minutes! I'm 2 blocks from home, and I have to call a cab. Thank you.